Life with your neighborhood news dealer presents Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
All right, get to it fast. We have a tight show. You may cut the music. Thank you. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to be starting in so fast and with such a hurry, but we have quite a large production today, which taxes not only the strength, but the time of the entire Kuklapolitan troupe. So I am not going to waste any time with a long-winded discussion before we get into this production, but enter into it immediately with the zest and excitement and enthusiasm with which I usually do. And I beg your pardon, you keep your remarks to yourself. Or you might just get a clump right alongside the ear. I was just being heckled by someone who says that well, never mind. I'm getting into it. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to present a Kuklapolitan opera. Now, this is not the first time we have presented this opera, but it will probably, as a matter of fact, I think we've presented it about 3 times before, but today I rather imagine you will hear it in a different version, because somehow between the last time we did it and this time, a part of the libretto was lost. Well, as a matter of fact, some of the music was lost, too. Jack lost it. Well, as a matter of fact, he never put it down. And so we are going to try to reconstruct. We have found a few of the arias which we use, and we are going to try to reconstruct the in-between parts, and we have decided instead of writing it down and working it out before the show, why not let you suffer, too, along with us, and we're just going to make it up as we go along, as best as we can. We are doing today, and we want to dedicate this to Mr. Shotzenoff, a very fine friend of ours, who has presented such magnificent operas on NBC television during the last few years. I'm sure you have seen some of them, and we want to dedicate this to him. I certainly hope that he will be able to use it when we finally get it taken down. Jack, I hope that you have your pencil and paper ready.
I'll make notes as we go along.
Yeah, with your toes. Because naturally his hands are busy because he's playing the accompaniment. You make up the accompaniment too, Jackson.
All right, sir.
We are going to do today our musical opera based on that great story, Christopher Columbus. Now, we know it's not Columbus Day, but we thought we'd better get it over with now so we could get on to greater things later. Now, Christopher Columbus, we all know the story of Christopher Columbus. We have taken certain liberties for dramatic purposes. I hope that any of historians watching today will not feel unhappy. It won't matter whether they do or not, because that's the way we're going to do it. I like to point with pride to our scenery, particularly in the third act. I believe it's the third act. Yes, it's the third act. We have the good fortune to have with us one of the finest stage designers and stage hands in the business, Mr. Cecil Bill. And I would like to have him come up here this moment and tell you just what work and what thought has gone into this third act scenery. Mr. Cecil Bill. Thank you. Concerned with the problem of the ship. Yes, naturally, it's a very difficult thing to do at the stage. Oh, you found it difficult to find accurate descriptions and drawings of the Santa Maria, which was Columbus' ship. Well, how did you go about solving this problem, Mr. Cecil Bill? Oh, Life magazine. Why, of course. Why, stupid me. Why, naturally. Columbus's Santa Maria. Long research produces most accurate version yet of famous ship. I see. Well, now, do you follow this as well as you could? In every detail. Well, what does he say about it down here? Let me see. Oh, a dull sailor and unfit for discovery, said Admiral Christopher Columbus complainingly of the Santa Maria. But she carried him. Indeed she did. She carried him. 459 years ago this week to the New World. 459 years. With a crew of 52, she was overcrowded. Well, this is very interesting reading, but I don't want to go into the reading. I want to find out more about this. Oh, you modified some of the design, but you tried to follow the main design as given to us by this magnificent 2-page picture in Life magazine. Well, that's true, Cecil Bill. In life, you do see history as it happens. It's fun to learn when you learn from life. Yes, indeed. Life is a source of ideas. Well, you're right there, Cecil Bill, and I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased that you have been able to gain such inspiration from this fine drawing. I'm sure that your third act scene will be startling and wonderful. Indeed, I realize there aren't many pictures of the Santa Maria, and this is supposed to be the most authentic version yet. I see. Fine. Well. Inside the cover? Pooey! Who is it? Lovely looking lady. Who? Mrs. Flood? You mean our assistant director's wife? Well, isn't it a small world, John? Well, indeed. The Life magazine and it's a lovely lady. My gracious sakes, indeed. Well, you'll excuse me from the pageant. I got other things to do. Oh, beg your pardon. I do have to announce it. Well, our first scene, it takes place in Genoa, Italy. 14. Well, we're not sure of the dates, but it's sometime around the 1400s there. And Marcus Vespucci, who is a very good friend of Christopher Columbus, is ready to meet Christopher Columbus down by the waterfront. Shall we have a curtain on this so we can open it, please? Shall we? Thank you. All right, let's have a curtain. The other way. Spend so much time on your designs, you don't worry about the scenery.
I am Americus Vespucci, or Fuchs, whichever you prefer. I am here in Genoa to meet my friend Christopher Columbus. He has something to tell me. What it is I do not know. But soon he will be here, and he will tell me. And then I will know exactly what is on his mind. Poor Chris, poor Chris, poor Chris. He's very hard up, you know. He has some strange idea that he's wanted to tell me about. Last week I saw him in Venice. He didn't even have the price of a gondola ride. Things are pretty tough. But soon I will find out. Hark. Here's Columbus now. Chris.
Americus! My friend, you met me.
Why, yes, I would not fail you, Chris. What seems to be the trouble?
Well, I have many things on my mind. I've been trying to prove something. I've been trying to prove that the world is round.
The world round? Ho!
That's what everybody says. But I have a theory.
What is it?
I have a theory I would expound. I do believe the earth is round.
Round?
But till I prove it so, who will believe? Who'll ever know?
He has a theory he would expound. That wasn't written.
Well, we're supposed to admit.
He do believe the earth is round.
The earth is round!
But till he prove it so, who will believe? Who'll on the end. Ever know.
I need a ship. I need to go through Gibraltar. I can prove that across the Atlantic lies the Indies.
Oh, Columbus, you must be practical about this thing. Real practical. Oh, Columbus, if you're going to take this trip, have you thought of the expenses it would take for just one ship?
Yes, I have. Oh, yes, I have. And I believe that I'll need 3. But alas, I have no money. Things are tough.
Don't look at me. Wait. Isabella, the court of Spain. She is interested in new discoveries. Why not go to her? Oh, Columbus, to her majesty you go. It is rumored she has jewelry, though I hear she's short on dough. Come, Columbus, off to the court of Spain.
Scene 2 of Act 2. Isabella and Ferdinand's court. A courier enters.
You may go. Oh, Lady Marquita,
Yes, Your Majesty.
I'm so frightfully bored. Don't you ever get tired of being a lady in waiting?
Tired of being a lady in waiting? Heavens, all I have to do is wait. That's silly. No, the court is full of exciting places.
Tell me.
Places.
What is new?
Well, I've heard some gossip. There's a young man coming to see you. He's a fine explorer. And I understand that he wants to take a ship and prove that the world is round. Well, I don't know what he wants to prove that, but he will.
Oh, but
well,
Marquita, I have no ships.
Well, I know you don't have any ships, but maybe you could lend him a little dough. Money.
You know I have no money.
My dear, you must see him.
Ferdinand has gone through everything.
Oh, I know. Honestly, what's he doing today? Isn't he coming to court?
I haven't even seen him.
But, my dear, if you only would see this fellow, Christopher, Columbus, I believe his name
Not
is.
Christopher
Christopher
Columbus.
Columbus, and he wants to discover it for the glory of Spain.
Oh, how wonderful. And he would see me?
Yes.
Oh, bring him in the minute he arrives.
Well, I'll go out and see if he's outside in the court.
See if you can catch Ferdinand on your way out.
I'll do my best, dear. By
Thank
the way,
you.
how are your castanets? Do you need new pairs, sweet?
No,
Well,
nothing's doing.
no, I suppose not. Well, I'll see you later.
Goodbye, Marquis.
Goodbye, Your Majesty. Goodbye, Your Majesty.
Good and faithful servant that she is. Hark.
Where's the courier? Honestly, that queen runner, she gets all the tarata-taras. Where's the courier?
Oh, come in
I
and sit
expect-
down.
I want to be announced.
Where have you been?
Where have I been? I've been out. What's cooking in court today, is?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, then I don't have to stick around, do I?
Yes, you have to stick around.
I don't have to stick around. What do I have to stick around
What are your
for?
plans for today?
Well, let me see. I have to go to, let me see now. I have castanet practice at 1, and after that, luncheon. Then I have to go and,
You might
judge a
brush
beauty.
up on your rumba, too. It's frightful.
Oh, my dear, I wouldn't say that. Not frightful at all.
I thought so.
Oh, did you, Is?
And your samba is nothing to brag about.
Oh? Who should you be to complain, my dear, really?
I have to dance with you.
Yes, but you dance barefooted. Now, my dear, I'm
a queen. I can dance barefooted if I like.
I'm going out and judge a beauty contest this afternoon.
A beauty contest.
Yes, Miss Espanol of 1492. I have it all picked out. I'm going to, when I arrive there, I'm going to see all these girls, and I'm going to sing to them.
Yes.
Ladies of Spain, I adore you. Right from the night I first saw you, my heart has been yearning for you. What else could any heart do? Ladies of Spain, I'm appealing. Why should my lips be concealing all that my eyes are revealing? Ladies of Spain, I love you. Adios.
Adios. Oh.
Your Majesty.
Yes, has he come?
Columbus is on his
Oh,
way in.
bring him in.
Oh, Your Majesty.
Speak, O Columbus.
You just appealed to me. Your Majesty. I have been told that you are interested in conquests and discoveries, and I am willing to set sail on a ship and discover new lands for the glory of Spain and Your Majesty.
Well, see if you can find America while you're about it. I've heard a great deal.
America? He's a friend of mine. Americus Vespucius?
No, this is a country.
Oh, I suppose he was named after it.
Probably.
Well, I would like to, my dear, but, well...
I suppose you want money.
Yes, I do. Could you listen to me a minute, my
I
dear?
would listen.
Well, I have a little story to tell you. Isabella, won't you listen to a story I would tell? There's a country full of riches. Does that seem to ring a bell, Isabel? Now this country that I speak of is away across the sea. It's a problem how to get there. Do you start to follow me?
Wait till I go to the Exchequer.
The Exchequer! How magnificent!
I see by the records that things are bad. But some think because I'm queen that I have money. It is not true. It is not true. In fact, the future's far from looking sunny. Too bad but true. Too bad but true. But I have lots of souvenirs and trinkets that you may have for what they're worth. Perhaps they'll help you to raise some money to sail around the earth.
Thank you, that takes me off the hook. Wait and see, we'll be in history books. We made a date, let's not be late. They'll long remember me and you. 23 skidoo, oh happy 1492.
Hey! So here are 3 Irish sweepstake tickets along with my jewels.
Oh!
Take them and sail, O Columbus.
Oh, Your Majesty! You have saved the cause!
Boys, water. This is where the water comes in. Scene 4, 3, 4, 3, or whatever it is, it's where the water is.
But Americus Vespucius didn't go.
Never mind. There's nobody else to play the part.
It is now October 1492. Sometime in October.
Early morning.
Early morning in October.
October 12th.
October 12th. Leave me to my Life magazine, will you?
Sorry.
See anything yet?
No.
Oh, Columbus, we should have turned back when I said so.
Why did you come along in this voyage, then?
Well, you needed somebody to play canasta with you.
There's no excuse.
Look at those waves. They get higher and higher. I wish something could be done about waves.
What do you mean?
I wish that they would go some other way but up and down. That constant motion gets me, well, just a little queasy. Oh, Columbus, we should have turned back. We will fall off the earth. The earth is flat. What can you hope to prove this way?
We will go on to prove my theory that the earth is round and that we will land in the Indies.
Oh, dear, that motion again. This is certainly not like the Liberté.
No. food's not quite as good.
No.
Wait. I see something.
No, that's just a mirage. You better go down and get some sleep. I'll navigate for a while. Wait. Hark! Columbus! Where'd he? Columbus! Oh-ho! Columbus! Columbus!
What?
Columbus! I just wanted to tell you something.
What?
I don't see how we could have been going all this time. The sails are furled.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Would you wake me up to tell me that?
Yes.
Well, we have an auxiliary motor.
Well, that's news to me. Columbus!
Don't wake me up now.
Columbus, no, really, look! Chris!
What?
Look!
A bonfire!
Yes, a bonfire!
There's no bonfire in the middle of the ocean.
It must be land! Land!
Land! We made it! Oh, my good friend Americans! Oh, bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
My good friend Americans! We've made it! Let's beach the boat!
You bet. Downways.
We have to put up our own scenery now because the designer is so hoity-toity since he got all those credits that he doesn't like to lift the scenery anymore. Those things happen every so often. Oh, put it over here. Land! Land at last! Wait till Isabella hears about this! Just wait, I will write home and, who's going to carry the letter? Now, that's a ridiculous thought. You know something, Jack? We forgot the opera part of this. I'll have to sing it. Give me a chord. No, a happy chord. Triumphant. We just landed. Land! At last I found land! For the glory of Spain and her majesty, Queen Isabella, I claim this land, and I claim that the earth is round. Now, since we are in the Indies, we should see some Indians. Strange fowl is this? Oh, what a weird and terrible thing!
Ugh.
Ugh!
Ugh.
How?
Oh, I'm fine.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, wife, you should not have come till I
Father,
called
isn't
you.
it lovely we have someone
Father,
here?
thought you were my wife.
Aren't you Mr. Ugg? This is Mr. Ed Ugg. I'm Mrs. Ugg. So nice to see you. Oh, it's wonderful.
Man, that wasn't in the show.
What?
You just made that
Well,
up.
I don't have anything left of what I have.
We're all ad-libbing. It's perfect.
I thought it would be nice. Are you going to be with us long?
I'm not going to be in this silly
Oh,
scene.
come
It's
on,
going to
now
end
you
up
better.
like this.
This is all right.
Oh, I had an aria to sing here, and I was to call you in. Are you my wife or my daughter? Now, let's get this straight.
I thought I was your wife.
All right, you're my wife.
That's why I'm so anxious to see somebody else.
Well, I wish you were his daughter, and then we could have a romance.
I could just as well go out and come in again.
No, now, listen, you're my wife. Oh, I don't care. Let's just give up the whole thing.
Well, let's just say how glad we are to
No,
have this stranger.
I'm not going. We're going to carry this through now.
Certainly.
Let's start again from the place where I see the strange fowl.
Oh, I'll go and I'll come back.
What a strange fowl!
Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Ugh, ugh. Which is she, my wife or my daughter?
I don't care. She's up for grabs.
She's my cousin. Cousin!
Yes, how's everything?
Fine. How's everything with you?
Oh, no, really not very good.
Really? What happened?
It's been kind of tough for us Indians this year.
Oh, that's true.
What do you mean?
Oh, we haven't won a pennant since 1448. And the Boston Braves, nothing.
It's true. It's been kind of... Fran, are you going... Honestly, every
I
time
haven't anything left on that sheet of paper.
It doesn't matter. She's ad-libbing.
I know, but this is not historically correct.
You mean just this scene?
Yes.
What do you think about the rest of them?
I don't care about the rest of them. I wanted this to be historically correct.
You want me to go out and come in?
Oh,
again?
no, don't go out and come in again. I couldn't bear it. Well, we've waited a long time for you.
Oh,
Look at me closely.
my brother!
Yes.
We're so happy to have you
I
here.
know this is ridiculous.
Come over to our teepee tonight and we'll watch TV.
Oh.
Huh? Come on. Oh, there's a program you shouldn't miss. It's an old program. They're pioneers, but Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie?
Yeah.
Yes, they're veterans, you know. They just started out the show this year, but we expect them to last me for several years.
Oh, we're hoping.
Oh, that'd be very wonderful. Where's your teepee?
Just down the road a piece.
Yeah, we could...
On Route 66.
Is that so?
Yeah, and you know something? I was thinking it'd be real nice. Could we have him over for dinner tonight?
Sure, why not?
We'd love to have you for dinner.
You mean you'd like...
Oh, don't get excited. You can eat with us.
Oh, I was kind of worried.
No,
I didn't know whether you meant you wanted to have me for dinner.
no.
No, heavens, no.
Goodness.
We're not that kind of Indian. No, we're just friendly, humble folk who are just glad to share what we have. Our TV and our teepee, yes,
You bet.
indeed.
Well, I'll be very pleased to come with you. Indeed, I will. I have some friends on the boat.
We'll bring them along.
Oh, who?
Oh, one fellow by the name of Americus Vespucci.
Oh, I know him. He plays for Notre Dame.
Oh, wonderful. Bring
Yeah,
him
why
over.
don't you bring...
No, it's a different fellow. It's an entirely different fellow.
Well, bring him along. We'd certainly like to have the whole boatload.
Certainly would.
Oh, we've got some wonderful things to show you. Maybe you'd like to see the Statue of Liberty and take a ride on the subway.
Certainly, we'll take them everywhere.
Oh, this is ruining the whole thing. There's no. Let's cut out the whole opera and just forget that it's just silly. It's just.
I don't want to forget it. I liked it.
I like the ending. I think it's cuter than the original ending that we'd planned.
Well,
too.
there's more to talk about because there wasn't a thing left on that piece of paper I had.
Well, come on. Let's go for a stroll over to the teepee, and on the way down, I have something very interesting to tell you.
What?
What?
Woo! Well, it doesn't have to have a trailer fall on me.
Timber!
Oh, close your
That's
mouth.
all.
What were you going to say?
Come with me.
Oh, how nice!
We'll stop at the store, because remember, while you're here, to see what's new.
To see what's new.
Read life. Sometimes it takes a good argument to keep a family happy. Oh, I don't mean the kind that would hurt anyone's feelings, but a plain old healthy argument like the one we had over this issue of Life. This week, Life has interesting stories and articles on more subjects than any issue I can remember, but we just couldn't agree which ones I should tell you about. Cecil Bill voted for the big 2-page drawing of Columbus' ship. He said, which means, I guess, the Santa Maria and how it was built. And Colonel Crackey said, tell them, if they like pretty girls, to look at the big review of 50 live covers.
Count 'em. 50 on pages 12 and 13. 50, you bet.
Well, Kukla likes world affairs, so he wanted me to concentrate on the article about the fascinating diaries of Mr. Forrestal, our late Secretary of Defense. And Madame Oglepus said, please mention the gorgeous color photographs of the first autumn frost.
Thank you, dear.
And what do you think Fletcher Rabbit chose?
Well, I'm just going to tell them myself. Fran, I decided that all gardeners should read the picture article about when to plant their bulbs.
Well, as for me, I'm stumped. There are so many interesting features in Life magazine, you'll just have to decide for yourself which is the best thing in life this week. But whatever your choice is, I'm sure you'll agree with us when we say,
Isn't life wonderful?
The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Beulah Zachary. The director is Louis Gomovitz. The costume designer is Joseph Lockwood. And the technical director is John Nathalie.
And this is Burr Tillstrom. Welcome to Americus, Vespucci.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie has been brought to you by your neighborhood news dealer and Life, your family's personal window on the world. Be sure to get the new Life at your newsstands.
NBC Television.